could have been from your great-great-grandfather.
Okay. So, check this out.
I'm going to say 1820s to 1840s, maybe 50s.
So about 8 weeks ago, we were filming in these woods right here in search of the Bennett's lost plantation home. This home burned in the late 1890s or early 1900s, resulting in the family losing track of where the home once stood. We're going to use our metal detectors and hopefully locate this site, as this house was absolutely massive. It was 3 stories tall, it had 6 huge white columns, and it was visible from the river. So we do have a few clues. However, this is a needle in a haystack scenario, as there are thousands of acres in this family's property. We told you we weren't going to tell you everything about the site, and the reason for that was we wanted to protect the landowners. A big shout out to Mr. Kennedy for allowing us to search his property here. And today we're going to tell, hopefully, the rest of the story and find some more awesome relics from this plantation site. Meanwhile, though, you can take a look right here. You can see the name of this plantation. It was known as the Showplace of the South. Amber has probably made the best find of the day so far, though we've only been here about 5 minutes. And that kind of looks like maybe an old buckle piece, doesn't it? Maybe on the tip of like a belt buckle?
Maybe.
That's really cool. That's a good way to start. We're on the relics. Congratulations. Now go find us an old coin. Teresa's finding bottle pieces. Amber just got another musket ball.
All right, Amber.
Very similar to the ones we found last time. Take a look at that.
I'm gonna put that in the trash.
Yeah, it's got the sprue on it.
We've got one of those with us, Heath. Yeah. One of those that's going to dig everything, and we just got to film.
That's her. Yeah. she's a very good metal detectorist.
So my first signal of the day is right here, and this is an old shotgun stamp. Head stamp. It is a UMC. I can see that much. And that's probably right around turn of the century. You can see it's got something crusty on it. And right in here, it seems like something was burnt. So maybe pretty close to the trash pile. I'll keep my eyes peeled for some glass, though, and see what else we can find.
So I've got something right here, Brandon. It's it says like Trevor Rawlings or something like that. I don't know. I can't make it out. See if you can zoom in on it. Let's just see. It was about 3 or 4 inches deep.
We'll see if I can make out what it says.
It's
it does say Raleigh, and it looks like the sports Raleigh. I wonder if that was like a top of an oil for like a baseball glove, maybe, or something was in it.
Oh, maybe.
That's kind of neat. Yeah. At first, I'll be honest with you, what I thought that was. I thought it was a condom tin.
Well, that's what I
about
thought.
The right size for 3 Merry Widows.
That's what I thought too, and it could be, but I can't quite make out the writing. The writing's right there, and I know with the action camera we can't. We'll zoom in with the phone and take a look at it closer.
The Raleigh's looks just like the font though for Raleigh sports equipment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Cool though. It's got a pretty good signal with the Vortex right here, and it looks like I've got a buckle. Might be a silver-plated buckle. It's in pretty good shape, actually. This is at the more modern house site here. We'll take it, though. We're still finding relics, and that's all that matters. Like I said, the plantation site here, and then a house after it. So that explains some of the modern mixed in with the old.
Knew it wasn't silver. Let's turn it over and see what it is. I see a Lincoln head there. Let's see if it's wheat cent. It is a wheat cent. Yeah, it's a good looking one. Well, you know the sandy soil here. Let's see if we can get a year off of it.
I bet you can on that one.
Oh, yeah.
1919?
1919. That's absolutely what that is.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We'll take it.
106 years old. We're getting closer.
106 years old. We are getting closer. Not what we're looking for yet. Not plantation old, but it's old. Little Bear aspirin thing. Brandon says from the, what, 40s?
Yeah, probably 40s or 50s. But these are still collectible, even though they're screw top, because they're embossed on the sides where it says Bear. And they got a nice little shape. A lot of people put those in their windowsills. And we keep them and put colored sand in them sometimes.
That's neat.
You know, it makes the embossing pop a little bit. So, cool find. So, Teresa has scored a cool find. The women are just running all over me and Heath today. We got to stop talking and start hunting.
I gotta hunt. I gotta find it. There it is.
Oh, wow. That is neat.
See, it's got... It says St. Louis, Missouri. Right there says...
So, if you unfold it... Oh, that is neat. I don't know what that is. Home comfort. What if it had to do with like a
stove?
Yeah, maybe like a gas cover. I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
I don't know. That's neat. The big old piece of brass. So I bet that about blew
It
your eye.
sounded good.
I bet it did.
So good.
Sound like a belt plate, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, actually, I couldn't tell you because I don't know. Hopefully, I'll find out soon.
Yeah. Well, we're in a good area for it today, so maybe we'll get on some.
Yeah.
So listen to this one, guys. I mean, all the way around. I pulled this out right here. I don't know what that is, guys. It is made out of brass. If you guys know, let me know. I'm going to show it to Heath and see if he's got any ideas. It's the perfect size for your index finger to go into. I don't know. Hard to say. So that little piece that I just found was actually a candlestick holder, according to Heath. You would have hooked around your ring finger like this, or your index finger, and it would have held the candle right in front of you, like if you're going to the outhouse or something. So it's definitely time period to the plantation that once stood here. I'm going to talk real quick about the rows of trees. I was shocked the last time they were here how many people have never seen a tree farm. This is what they do. They'll grow the pine trees for 20 years or so. They'll come in, they'll cut them. This particular farm that we're on right now is actually harvesting the pine straw and using it to put in people's flower beds. So I just dug this little piece up right here. It was ringing in about the 52 to 58 range. And then when I turned the other direction, it would ring up a little bit higher. So I pulled it out of the ground. And I think this is the side to a cap gun. That would have been a pretty neat old cap gun, I'm pretty confident. There may be more of it here. There was a signal right here and there. If there is, I'll dig it up and see if we can get the whole thing. So I found that cap gun piece earlier. I just had another scratchy signal. Look down there in the hole. Look at that. Pretty sure it's a cap gun. It's not gonna be real, but this is cool. Check this out. Look at that. I'm pretty sure it's a cap gun. Look closer. I look now.
Yeah, maybe.
It's heavy.
I don't know. That looks pretty dang real, dude.
Nope, trigger's not there.
No, listen. They would have a thing when they cock that and it come forward.
Would they?
Yeah.
I don't
Some
know.
of them did.
Look, part of the handle's still on there, so that's from the modern house. But that's cool. That's a cool little find, regardless.
Derringer.
Little Derringer, yeah, 22. That's pretty neat, man.
I don't know if that, I don't think it, obviously it's froze up.
We'll clean it off and find out.
I think that would do to clean. I think it could be just a cap gun, but it's hard to say for sure.
Until we get all the dirt off
Till
of
you
it.
get all the dirt off of it.
It's a neat one regardless. You don't find cap guns that size.
No, you don't.
Heck yeah. So I didn't live dig this one. It was reading a 48 on the Vortex, and I've already cleaned it out. I just got a little bitty flat button, guys. Little bitty, and that's early. It might be pewter. But look, it's got a freaking design. It's got like a star or a flower. Check this out, Heath. What is that, a star or a flower?
It looks like a lot like a star, but I think it's a flower.
Is that pewter?
That's what it looks like. A little flat button.
That might be even earlier than the house that was here, because
it could be.
I mean, early 1800s.
I'd say early to maybe very early 1800s. I don't know, maybe 1820s, 30s, maybe.
And being pewter, I hope it doesn't flake off.
Well, I would. There's something that they could do to seal that up. You can take polyurethane. We've done that with some of our pewter buttons before.
Okay.
And it basically just seal the oxygen out of them.
Okay.
And that's worked for us in the past.
That's really cool, man. That's probably my find of the day so far.
Oh, absolutely.
And definitely time period.
You know, and that probably will relate back to the people that originally owned it, who their family is here with us.
Yep.
And we're giving all the finds to.
Yep, I'm going to hand it right to Jim where he can put it in his pocket, because Heath and I, we're notoriously bad about putting stuff in our pouches and forgetting about it.
And then sometimes it falls out.
So yeah, I'm going to go give this to Jim right now. That's really cool. I got something for you. It's not a coin, I'll tell you that much, but I'm going to just do a palm drop for you. It's early.
So this could have been from your great-great-grandfather.
Okay. So, check this out. That's an early flat button. But look, it's got a design on it.
That's cool.
I'm going to say 1820s to 1840s, maybe 50s.
This is probably right at the time the plantation was built, actually.
That's super cool. Is that like a raised star or something?
It looks like it's a star or a flower.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah.
But we think it may be made out of pewter.
Okay.
And that stuff is just, it doesn't hold up real well. We were talking about, obviously it's going home with you, but he said to seal it, you can put polyurethane
Take
on it.
polyurethane, just clean it up real good, and then you'll want to do it. Don't want that to sit around if it is pewter, because it will start flaking and just come apart on you.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let you put it in your bag though, because I notoriously will drop it if I
got
don't.
you.
So
And
that's
you
pretty
know
cool.
I lose things.
Well, cool.
Oh, nice. That's a good looking pocket watch. And it got a nice padlock too. Yeah, we're staying down here the rest of the day.
Amber says she's got a pocket watch.
Look at that. I mean, that's a modern key.
Look at that. You can see some gold.
And that's got some of the gold gild left on it, right?
Yeah.
Has it got anything on the other side?
Oh, yeah, it could be brass where it got scratched.
So something cool about these, if you can split the case and open it up on the inside of the case, and I learned this from a fellow YouTuber, Green Mountain.
Yeah.
On the inside of it, and Jason, the quarter hoarder, told him that when they serviced the pocket watches back in the day, they would engrave the dates of when it was serviced.
Really?
So you sometimes can get an exact date of the last time that watch was serviced from the inside cover.
So now we just got to open it up.
Yep, I'd pop it open and look and see. And you can learn
Still
from
got
other.
the mechanism and stuff there too.
I'm saying we can learn from other YouTubers too,
That's right.
That's a good looking. Does it say RFD or anything on it? Yep, RFD. So that was rule-free delivery, and I actually found one of these 3 weeks ago in one of my videos.
Cool.
So that's really cool. This is, and we are rural. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere.
We are rural, that's for sure.
That's really cool.
Fun.
We found some of this chain last time we were here. You can see how these links are a little bit more oblonged. And that means this is a much older chain, probably dating back to the 1800s. That's kind of cool. We'll take that for sure. Check it out, guys. Had another good signal right here. And I just got this buckle right here. And it looks like it's going to be time period and made from brass. It's in, well, there we go. Maybe I can get it cleaned off. Look, the little tang is still in there too. That's pretty phenomenal. Let me clean it off a little bit more and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So you can kind of see how it's rusted just a little bit right there. Can't tell if that was a double prong or a single, the way that it is. But with it being made out of brass, that's an oldie. And that's definitely more than likely from the 1800s. So I'm still in this little buckle patch, and I just had a signal, and take a look at that guy right there. There is a button. No, that's a rivet. Dadgummit. It got me, guys. Thought for sure that was a button, but it is an old rivet. That is nuts. Didn't that look like a shank though? Throw it back in the hole. That side over there, the way that it had pressed through on the rivet, really made it look like a shank. Oh well, still old time period, and the metal detector's still hot. So let's see what else we can find. So the rivet gave me a scare, thinking it was a button, and now I've actually got a button right here. Look at that. Nice, big, early flat button. Heck yeah. I am definitely hot on it over here. I gotta go find the other guys. I don't know where they're at. I keep trying to tell them to come over here. Nobody's listening. But look at that big old flat button.
Oh, that's a brooch.
Oh, you know what that is.
It's a pin.
Yeah, sure enough. I wonder if it says something on the front though.
It's got a design there.
That's
Now,
early, I bet.
Jim said to me that there wasn't very many lei type things found on this property yet.
Not yet.
I found that piece of jewelry. That pin's still in there.
That's cool that the pin stayed in place, isn't it?
Yeah, neat.
You'd dig that, wouldn't you?
I dig everything.
So the Vortex is a buckle lover. Look at that. My third buckle of the day. Look at that one. Another brass. Can't tell how old it is. It looks like it's older like that other one we just found. The tang's not in that one. But 3 buckles in a day. Now where's the CS plate? We're in the right area to find one, so there's very possibly, it looks like I can see where the tang recently rusted off. And this one may not be as old. It may be off a horse tack. And I think the plantation set over here, so maybe we're close to where the horse barn was. Hard to say. Just got this signal right here. I'm not sure what it is, other than it's brass, and it sounded fantastic. But it is definitely not a coin or a button or anything cool. It could be off a tractor, but based off the patina that's on it, it looks like it's at least 100 years old. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments below.
Look at that big old musket ball.
Yay.
Oh, that's
Teresa's on the board.
I think that's the biggest one we found out here.
I believe so.
Most of ours have all been a lot smaller.
Yeah, that's 50 caliber probably or so at least.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yay.
That's fun.
That's a good way to end the day right there on a muskie ball.
This has been 2 good hunts here, and we're headed back. The landowner, or I'm sorry, the original property owner's family is here, and we're giving all the stuff to them.
Yep.
Because it relates back to their great-great-grandfather, and the landowner was nice enough to let them and us on here to do this. So it's been a good project, Brandon. I've really had a good time, and
I have too, and this may not be it. I mean, that's the thing is like, we're not saying this is the last time we'll ever be here. There's still a graveyard to be located. There's still a couple other things like creeks and stuff that run through this property.
Absolutely.
The landowner said he has 4,000 acres here. We're only on 65 acres of it right now. So when Jim emailed us, we honestly didn't know what to expect. We knew that it was an old plantation home, but we didn't know if somebody had ever hunted there in the past. We didn't know how the soil was going to be, and we honestly didn't know how many relics would be there. What we did know was that the plantation was massive, that the 3rd floor was a full-blown ballroom where they would have thrown extensive parties, and that the riverboat captains talked often about this home because of how big and beautiful it was, prominently sitting on the hillside above the river. So we had a good idea that there could be some amazing relics here, but obviously we didn't find a ton of old coins, and even the relics were a little bit scarce. So I've come up with a couple of theories. The first of which is when the home burnt to the ground in the late 1800s, that possibly they pushed the foundation, and maybe the top 5 or 6 inches of soil all to one end of the property. We think we found the trash pile over there where a lot of the metal and tin and stuff was. It wasn't something that we could metal detect in, and sadly right now it's a briar patch. We could sift it, but it would be a very tedious situation. That might be something to talk with Jim about that we can do later in time. Now, the second theory, and this one's not as fun, is that maybe somebody beat us there and poached the land. The landowner said to his knowledge no one had been there or detected, and that he had not allowed anyone except for us. But you guys know as well as I do, that doesn't prevent people that will do things unethically. So there is a good possibility that somebody came in there, they slipped in, either snuck in at night or came whenever the landowner wasn't paying attention. Now they got game cameras everywhere because they hunt it, so good luck if you do try to trespass. But back then, they could have slipped in easily. They could have cherry-picked out all the high signals, and that could explain the lack of old coins. So again, that's just 2 running theories that I have. Regardless, we had an absolute blast recovering the history that we did. We were super happy to give it back to the original family that once owned this plantation. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure that you let us know. We're always looking for places to hunt. It doesn't hurt for you to reach out to us in an email like Jim did, and possibly we could come help you locate one of your family's old home sites. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure that you're subscribed, and we will see you guys in the next adventure.